Foremost, we know that Call of Duty is still a very young esport, so on behalf of Call of Duty as a whole, we accept this on behalf of everybody in the Call of Duty community, from the pros to the devs, to the content creators, and of course, the Green Wall.
I think the team was way more prepared for this than we were for last event. Me specifically.
I didn't see Ian or Seth for like 3 days. So I know that they were grinding the game, trying to get prepared for it. I would hop into Mumble every so often just to hear them, and all I would hear was call outs, so then I would just like hop back out just to make sure that they were doing it. Not that I need to babysit them, but it's always nice to check in to make sure that, you know, the job is being done.
After last event, I was getting a lot of crap from all the OpTic fans basically, saying that like they need to drop me, all this stuff, and obviously my team didn't care. Like, I mean, we wanted to win, but it wasn't like we got stomped. You know, we got second, we lost last round. So for us to even get that far with me barely playing the game, and I mean like 2 days of playing, was pretty impressive. And this event, I grinded I think more than anyone on the team, and I'm not taking shots at them. I just think I played like a crap ton before this event. And I think it showed this weekend. You know, I played really well, and I felt way more comfortable with my role in the team, going back to like the AR Slayer role.
I was like, listen to me, push the fuck up. I don't care if you're gonna fucking die. Just don't, I'm so sick of running past people. Like, that should never fucking
There was one time I was absolutely, I was laying down and he got killed.
That happened in the hard point. That happened in the hard point like 2 times. In that uplink for 5 minutes, it happened like 6 times. I was just like, Jesus, man. And what do you know? We scored 18 points in 5 minutes.
We had good side.
But you went negative.
We were spawn trapped on good side.
He went negative.
We died once and then it was over.
Yeah, right? It was good side.
You know, 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago, we got nominated to be Esports Team of the Year. It was out of our hands. People threw our name in the hat. The people at the Game Awards or the council or whatever it is, whatever judges were there, they put us up there. So immediately, I'm like, all right, we have a chance to win. If we're involved in anything, we're gonna try our damnedest to win it. That's it. There's no other way around it. I've never been one to not try hard. I've always been a try hard.
Oh, the Game Awards was sick. When we got the award, it was kind of like really cool for all of us. Not only because we spent like the last year earning it, you know, like winning all the tournaments and doing all that stuff, but actually like going there was almost breathtaking. Like being in front of that many people, especially important people. Like deadmau5 was sitting literally right behind us. I'm not exaggerating. He was like a seat back, and Damon talked to him. It was actually pretty funny.
Oh man, he's right there. He's right there. And I'm like, I watch his streams so much. Like he'll just be streaming. Go turn on deadmau5 on Twitch. And he's like, 1v1 versus this guy, 1v1 versus this guy. He plays like every game. So I turned, I'm like, hey dude, big fan, watch your streams all the time. After the award show, I tweeted him and I was like, dude, we gotta play. It was awesome meeting you. And he was like, yeah, we should play sometime, get the whole squad and we'll have a stream session. So hopefully somewhere in the near future, we do something with deadmau5. I think that'd be pretty badass. Cool. Pretty sweet.
Listen, here's what I'm gonna say, okay?
How you doing?
I'm gonna get up there. First thing I'm doing is sheesh. There's a lot of people here tonight, so we'll warm them up a little bit, and then I'm gonna go. We know Call of Duty isn't the biggest esport, but this is a testament to the quality of our fans and supporters. Hashtag Green Wall. Thank you. That's all I'm saying.
The second they said our name, I'm like, yes. The fact that it was Shaq too was like, holy crap! And immediately, as the second that I found out that Shaq was gonna be the one that was giving the award, I'm like, man, maybe I should take down that video where I titled it, Shaq Disses Hex.
Shaquille O'Neal would give me a picture.
Can I give you a high five?
Shaq has always been like one of my favorite basketball players, right? There's Jordan, and then like maybe it's Jordan, Shaq, and then everybody else. Blue chips. I have both of his rookie cards from Tops and Upper Deck. So when he said no to me a long time ago, I was like really hurt because he was like I was a big fan of it. I mean, I'm still a big fan of him, and then today or that day, I'm like, holy crap! I'm about to like shake this man's hand, and it was like shaking like a bulk of bananas.
Ian tried like squeezing his hand. I just gave him my hand. It was like, go for it.
And when I hugged him, it was like I said, I'm just gonna go for it. So as I started walking out, I just opened my arms, letting him know, I'm like, hey, I come in peace, idol. I'm gonna hug you if that's okay. So I put my hands around him, and he comes down and then grabs my butt. And then, you know, he shook everybody's hand, and then he's like slaps me on the back, like, go. So I'm like, oh, grabbed the trophy, gave my speech, and the rest, it was kind of a blur.
You know what's crazy too? Is that I was legit really nervous there.
Bro, you fucking...
I was nervous, guys.
Because I got up there and I'm like, holy fuck, that's a lot of people. And then I'm like, and then Shaq fucking hit me and I'm like, when he grabbed my ass, bro, he grabbed both my cheeks with one hand.
I mean, everyone's always gonna have something to say. It doesn't matter what our name was. It didn't matter if they knew who we were. It really didn't matter. It's just the internet, and they're always gonna have something bad to say. That's just how it is, and you kind of got to accept that. We knew that right when we got announced and people were hating. It's like, no matter who we were, there were going to be other fans from other teams hating on us, or you know what I mean. So any other team would have been hated on just the same. But as long as we got the award, I mean, it was still pretty cool for all of us to experience that.
Whether or not this is an award that merits any recognition, whether or not it matters. Without the green wall, like there really is no OpTic, right? What differentiates us from everybody else? Sure is the personality, sure is me, it's Nate Shot, it's Krim, Big Timer, Seth, Bose, even Hitch, right? Like that's what differentiates us. That the fact that we're personalities, but everybody out there can be a personality. Everybody can have a camera and can go on YouTube and upload one of their videos. We're no different. What makes us different is the connection that we've been able to develop with our fans for the longest time. And I always say it, right? Like, if it wasn't for our fans, we wouldn't be able to do what we do. I do like the fact that, like, you can't hear any caster audio here. Mm-hmm. And it's just, like, literally supposed to be just two teams playing. And that's that. Like, it kind of takes away from the audience, like, thing. But since it's just, like, for this time, I think it'd be good.
Oh, for this, the qualifier? Yeah, that's perfect.
So the qualifier this weekend, honestly, it was almost like playing at home. One thing, ESL they had great production. As a spectator, I thought it was really enjoyable to watch.
The venue felt very similar to the MLG arena. There wasn't many spectators, so we kind of, like all the pros, kind of did our own thing. We went back and forth from the hotel. We kind of just hung out with each other, and we just played when we had to play. And it's a good environment when you want to stay focused for a tournament, because you're not getting all these distractions and you're not getting caught up in all like the fans and stuff like that, which isn't a bad thing. It's like at events it's really cool to hang out with fans and stuff like that, but you can get distracted.
Our first match of the weekend, we played Orbit. We had scrimmed them maybe once or twice online, and I mean, I think we played pretty well versus them. I don't think we or anyone went into the tournament expecting them to beat us. The first match was a little closer, the map, Hardpoint Breach. We got a big lead at the beginning, and unfortunately there was like a point in that game on the second rotation, I think Accuracy got a scythe, and he got probably 8 or 9 kills in the hill. So we got his streaks, and they brought it back a little bit. But like always, we all went clutch. We got some big kills, and we ended up winning. And then the rest of the match was, pretty easy.
Then after that, we played a Pantheon, and I knew that we had a good chance. I mean, Fizzerp, obviously one of the best S&D players in the world, in my opinion. I just thought that they were going to do really well, but we ended up winning. So I was really happy about that and confident in that as well.
Big play, Maven. Really, him and Tipsy ended up winning this game for him. This one could have easily been tied 2-2. Bad score streak use out of the guys on Happy Hour, but that big play in Grandma's from both of those two guys.
I don't know what's going on with Embos. We still have to figure out. I have to find an owner that I trust to do the right things by the players, especially by Embos, who is like my little brother, who lives at the house, who enjoys being there. It's just, and I want everybody to understand that from my position, I want you guys to see it this way, right? Like, I worked on Embos, and we worked together with Embos to build him as a personality to what he is today. For me to just say, all right, here, man, you have an audience now, you have this, that, and the other, now go promote another company. It just doesn't sit right with me. And if I can find Embos a home where he can benefit the same way that he benefits from OpTic, then I'm going to do that. I'm going to try my damnness before I just say, all right, I give up. I'm going to try everything I can to make it happen for him. And if at the end of the day I can't accomplish that, then I'll send him out to the wild to be picked up by someone. He'll hate that though. If it's up to me, I'm gonna make decisions that neither one of you are gonna be fucking happy with. So either you guys handle it, or I tell you guys what to do, and you guys are gonna be super fucking unhappy about it. So it's up to you guys. What I'm saying is this: figure it out on your own before I figure it out for you. And what I figure out is something that you're not gonna like and you're not gonna have anything to say with. You're just gonna have to go along with it. So with the OpTic Halo thing, it's been a rocky week, right? There's been talks, and I've sat down with Mike and I've sat down with Nick, and I've been like, all right, dudes, what is going on? We need one more. But then Krim was telling me that he suffered through the same thing way back when. Apparently in Halo, there's duos, and duos stick together, right? And I understand that, obviously. But there's just situations where you have to make a business decision for that. Like, I have responsibilities to our sponsors to have a Halo team that's gonna go and compete and try to go and win. So if something's not gelling, something's gonna happen, right? What is that thing that has to happen for me to make this work? I don't know. I'm always gonna leave it up to the players, and this is what I told them specifically. I said, I'm like, dude, make a decision before I make a decision for you that you're gonna have to live with and maybe not like, but I'm gonna make the decision. Better believe that.
I mean, the OpTic Halo situation, it's not in my power to say what they can or should do. If they want to win, then they should put in the time to win. You got to put in the time. You got to put in the effort to actually get better, not just be complacent with getting 5th and 6th. Like, I know those guys pretty well, and I know that they could get, top 3, top 2, or even win. But I think that the effort they put in and they kind of just roll over and die whenever they just feel like, oh yeah, we're just getting shit on. Like, okay, why are you okay with that? Just like, try to get better, Why are you okay with EG just like running everything? I don't know. That's why like I wanted to come back to Halo and just like go against them or something, because it's like, I know so many friends over there that are just like, yeah, they're just gonna win again. I'm like, come on, man. Like, if I had advice to give to OpTic Halo, man, just fucking like go try, like actually try. Don't just say you're gonna do it and like pick up a 4th and then just like not play a week from now. Just fucking put in the hours. Like, we've been putting the hours. Just do the same thing.